Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of QMS Talks. I'm Aarav, here with my co-host, Maya. Today, we're diving into a key part of ISO 9001:2015, Clause 4.2, understanding the needs and expectations of interested parties.
Hey Aarav, this topic sounds super practical. It's all about figuring out what the key stakeholders of organization and their need and expectation, right?
Exactly, Maya. Think of it like running a business. You don't just focus on customers. You also care about suppliers, employees, and even the local community. ISO 9001 formalizes this idea and makes it part of the quality management system.
That's interesting. So, the standard asks organizations to identify their interested parties. Aarav, can you break this down a bit?
Sure, interested parties are simply people or stakeholders that have an impact on your organization or are affected by it. For example, customers, suppliers, employees, regulators, and even shareholders could all fall into this category.
Oh, I see. But identifying them is just step one, right? What else does the standard require?
You're absolutely right. Once you've identified these parties, you need to figure out their needs and expectations. For example, what do they require from your organization and what are they hoping for?
Sounds like it's a mix of the practical and emotional. Could we use an example to make this clearer?
Sure. Let's say you're running a small manufacturing business. One of your key suppliers provides you with raw materials. Their need could be a clear specification of the materials you require. Their expectation might be getting paid on time.
Got it. So, the supplier needs clarity to do their job well and expects fair treatment in return. What about customers?
Customers typically need high quality products delivered on time, but their expectations might go beyond that, like getting priority support for urgent orders that fall outside the usual lead time.
That makes perfect sense. It's like when we order something online, we need the product to arrive in good condition, but we also expect excellent customer service if there's an issue.
Exactly. And ISO 9001 requires organizations to not only understand these needs and expectations, but also to monitor and review them regularly.
Why is monitoring so important, Aarav?
Well, things change over time. A customer who used to prioritize cost might now care more about sustainability, or a supplier might expect quicker feedback on new proposals. Keeping up with these changes helps ensure your processes stay aligned with reality.
That's so true. Aarav, I remember you mentioned earlier that documenting this isn't mandatory under ISO 9001. But would you recommend it?
Absolutely, Maya. Even though it's not mandatory, documenting the needs and expectations can help you stay organized. Plus, it's useful when explaining your processes during audits.
Makes sense. And it doesn't have to be complicated, right? You could use a simple table listing your interested parties, their needs, and their expectations.
Exactly, keeping it straightforward is key.
Before we wrap up, Arav, how would you sum up Clause 4.2 in one line?
Hmm. I'd say it's about recognizing that you're part of a bigger network and making sure you align with the expectations of everyone who matters.
That's perfect. Thanks, Arav. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in to QMS Talks. If you found today's episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your network.
Until next time, keep improving and stay connected.